Let's do another success story, right? I mean, those are always the best. So this is how I just manifested a little extra money for a trip I have coming up. Probably when you see that, I don't know if I've already been on that trip or not. By the way, I actually manifested pretty much all of the expenses for that trip. And I'm going to talk about that as well. And my cat is just trying to climb onto my lap while I'm talking. You may see him here, number 1 and 2. Anyway, so what happened was I have planned just like a 3-day city trip to London, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I had a little extra money for that trip? I didn't really think much about it. I just basically set the intention, like, I would like to manifest some extra cash to spend on that trip. And then a couple days later, I logged into my bank account and I actually got like 300 euros almost. It was like 200, I don't know exactly, like 70 something or 80 something, like almost 300 euros that I absolutely did not expect. I got that money from the like gas and electricity company, and I actually did not expect that. Because I don't know how it is with you, but in Germany we receive a lot of gas from Ukraine, and since, well, you know, there's some things going on in the world, we didn't have enough, so gas prices like increased rapidly and the monthly fee increased a lot. However, I did not expect to get any money in return, especially since usually we would get a letter first, like this is what you get back or not get back. And I just logged in and saw that money all of a sudden. I was like, okay, cool, that's my London money. And I said earlier that I didn't really pay anything for that trip at all. I just manifested to go there, and it didn't take a lot of effort. I just wanted to go to a specific event, and I just really had the gut feeling, yes, I'm going to do that. And I wanted to manifest the money for that trip, and I did. And the money I manifested basically covered hotel, flights, and that event, the ticket cost maybe like 80 pounds, I don't know. And it covered almost all of that. I just had to pay maybe like 20 euros on top, but I manifested the money for the rest of the trip. Also, I did lend someone my Oyster cards. Those are cards in London for public transportation, for the tube, because if you just buy your ticket on a daily basis, they're a lot more expensive. And so instead you have that card and then you just pay like a smaller amount. And I lent those tickets, I had 2 to someone, and I got them back with a lot more money on it than was before. So basically I won't even have to pay for public transportation when I'm going to be in London. So I got free flights, free hotel, free public transportation, a little bit of change from that person who had been in London. I mean, I already had some change and it was just like 20 pounds or so. And now I have the almost 300 extra euros, to use on my vacation there. So it didn't require a lot of effort. It was just for me like this gut feeling, I want to go, and there was no worry attached to it. And then it just happened that I received the money and then again more money. But not everything I manifest is that easy for me, because sometimes when I do have like limiting beliefs, I mean we all do, it does require more energy to do the revision technique or to manifest. One of my favorite techniques is scripting. I also affirm. Sometimes I do inner dialogue. So I'm not like set on one particular method to manifest, because the method doesn't matter. It's just to get stuff into your subconscious mind through constant repetition. And I'm someone, I don't like routine, so I mix it up. I do have some things I rather like to script more. Other things I usually affirm. For some things I use a mixture. Some things I do have like inner dialogue. So I do use different techniques depending on what I'm feeling in that moment. You know, if I'm not feeling affirming in that moment, I'm not affirming, because manifesting is supposed to be like life change. It is not something you just do to get from A to B. It is basically a whole new way of living, to stay on your mental diet and to play around with it to get stuff into your subconscious mind. So always go with the method that feels right for me in that exact moment. So I let myself guide. I use my inner guidance to choose the technique I want to use in that moment. So that is something that I would advise to you. However, if you really like structure, then it's your assumptions that manifest. Then pick one technique and go with that. Otherwise, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You just want to saturate your mind, and that is the constant repetition. And some things come easy for us if we don't have limiting beliefs opposing it, because manifesting can happen quite easily and quite suddenly, like really fast and rapidly. It only doesn't happen fast if we do have something within ourselves that is opposing the thing we want to manifest. And then it does take a little more effort. Anyway, let me know your success stories. Maybe you have manifested a vacation as well. Let me know in the comments. And if you want personal coaching, of course, you can reach out. Please check out my other content. I always put everything in neat little playlists where you find everything that you are looking for. You'll find information to contact me and my social media. And I see you there or in personal coaching. And till then, I wish you all the best. Now, bye-bye.